Hi, good morning. As you can see, I've just got up and I just wanted to film this quickly. There's no easy way of saying this, but let me rewind. Okay, so this video is for anyone who's lost someone dear to them. It's for those who have lost someone in their life and is dealing with that grief. Today marks the day since I lost my dad, and today it's 21 years. I'm smiling now, but honestly speaking, last night I was in tears, and every February I struggle. Like, as soon as it gets to February, I begin to struggle, and it's happened every year since he's passed away. And the reason I'm recording this message is because I have obviously experienced death at a very close level, and it's when I lost my dad that I began to question life. What is life? Why are we alive? Why do we die? Where do we go? What happens? And it was then that my spiritual journey really began, because I stopped believing in God. Because of various reasons I'll go into another time, and I was led down a path of darkness where you try and make sense of death. You might try and block it out. You might drink, you might smoke, you might party, or you might throw yourself into something like dancing or like yoga. You try and find ways to cope, but every now and again you realize that time isn't stopping and the pain is exactly the same as it was at the beginning. That's the thing with grief. There's no set way that you grieve. There's no set way that it's going to hurt you or hit you. There's no set time limit. And time goes, but the pain doesn't. You just carry on, basically. So yeah, 21 years since I've lost my dad, and that's the reason I've always danced. And the funny thing is, my dad was such an old-fashioned, strict for him, dancing was a hobby. It wasn't a career choice. It wasn't, it wasn't a viable career. And yet that's the thing that's helped me process his death and his absence, and to say, and I admit it still affects me till today. Of course, it still affects my family. It still has that ripple effect when you lose someone. It's not just like they're gone, that's it, you move on. It does have a ripple effect on everyone and everything. So, and what amazes me the most is, like, death is this taboo subject that no one really has time to talk about or wants to talk about, or it's too painful to talk about. So every time I feel like I've processed his death, or I've kind of come to terms with it, or like, I feel like I've moved forward, I then see myself moving 2-3 steps back, because that is grief, that is loss, that is bereavement. And it's not just, I've lost my dad, I've lost all but one grandparent as well. I've lost uncles, I've lost friends my own age. I've seen so much loss. And a friend of mine's father recently passed away from COVID this month. So I was already kind of, mentally preparing myself for the fact that, the date was approaching, and I could sense my mood was lowering. And then my friend's dad passed away, and he was perfectly fit. He was in his 40s. There was no reason for COVID to have got him, but it did, and it got him bad. And within like a month, he was gone. So I just felt that pain. I really felt the pain. And I felt as though death is something we do not talk about. It's the one thing. And when I talk about spirituality, I talk about it from a perspective of death. Not just to enlighten myself or to, you know, all these kind of buzzwords that are in fashion at the moment. Like, the true spiritual journey is ugly. It's messy. It's heartbreaking. And I do feel like I now understand why death happens. I get it. And I can justify it to myself and make sense of it. And I have found tools to help me cope. But my father was a great man. Like, he was truly amazing. And for him to have lost his life so young and the way he did, it's just, it taught me so much about life. It really has. And I'm still quite young, so I feel very blessed to have had that lesson from a young age. And I feel like I was meant to go through that. And it's not just the fact that he passed away, it's how he passed away. I saw it with my eyes. It was the lead up to it. It's taught me a lot about life. So, because we're in a time of COVID and people are just passing away left, right, and centre, like, just the subject of mortality is surrounding us. I really just want to reach out to a lot of you. And I am holding a chanting, so Om. Om can help us connect with our inner soul that is on this journey, and also help to connect with other energies and souls and gain some clarity. I feel like I'm waffling now, but I'm holding for Shivaratri, the new moon in March. I'm holding a chanting session where I'll be chanting Om 108 times. I do this all the time anyway for myself and in my personal practice. But this year, I've just decided that I'm going to open it up to people because I just feel like there are so many people dealing with grief alone. I know friends that have lost their mothers, lost their brothers, other siblings, and just, it's so painful. It's so painful, but life is just constantly moving forward and we never get a chance to grieve. And sometimes grief can hit you in the most unexpected way. So I feel like I want to use my influence and my voice to raise awareness of the topic, the subject of death, even though it's not pretty. That's why I'm not glammed up. I've got up, you know, you get up and it's just on your mind. So I've got a few moments of peace and quiet. So I thought I'm just going to film this video, film it as it is, as I am. I've not scripted this. I'm not trying to sell my course. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm literally talking from my heart. That in unity, I might bring you to me in a way that neither you and I could have imagined. And we might build something that's stronger, that's supportive, that's more like-minded. Anyway, so that's all. I just want to say, like, if you've lost someone, I'm really sorry. And the pain really doesn't ever go away. So, if you would like to pray with me on that day, you don't have to actually chant. You can just listen. I am charging a minimal fee. It's like £3, £3.50, which is nothing. Just because I don't believe in, you know, the free thing. I feel like, you know, life is give and take. So yeah, if you would like to join me, please do. It will be uplifting. it will be deep, and it will bring us together, which is the key. Because I know grief is a lonely journey. So if I can help bring together people that are also mourning, no matter how long ago the grief was, maybe we can create a support for each other. And it would be my honor to just help you using the information and knowledge that I have picked up on my journey. So any words of solace that I can give you, I would like to give you, because I wish someone had done that for me, basically. And I don't want my dad's amazing memories to be in vain. I want him to be celebrated in the same way I'm sure you have people you still want to celebrate, even though they're not here. And honestly speaking, I sometimes feel like I have more connection with my people that are up there than people I actually live with on this planet. That sounds crazy, but that is how much I have gone in, and I've had to go in to make sense of all of this. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Thank you for listening. If you've got to the end, I hope I haven't dampened your spirits. You know, it is a Monday, so keep smiling. You're not alone. And we're going to see them all again one day soon. So the key is that this life is very short. We're not here for very long. It can be taken from us just like that. So we need to make the most of everything we have and be grateful for everything, and just show love to ourselves as well as the people we love. Thank you for listening.